Hi, this is Mrs. Holmes. Welcome to Unit 2 for 4th, 5th, and 6th grade in the Library Media program at Toast and Pine Hills Elementary School. On day 1 of Unit 2, you will be watching this video as well as taking a quick assessment in your new workbook to see what you remember from Unit number 1. This unit is combining two of the best parts about library instruction, books and technology. This unit is all about finding books we love and sharing what we think is good. Wouldn't it be great if we started talking about books the way we talk about NBA 2K16 or the latest episode of our favorite TV show? Remember that I challenged you to read more than me this year. I've actually challenged myself. I'm going to try to read for 30 minutes a day. Probably won't happen every day, but I really don't want you reading more than me. On my website, you'll find places to see what I'm reading and to find books that have been recommended. But for this unit, each student is going to make their own recommendation using a social media template. What is social media? Social media are the things that you do all the time. We're going to use Twitter as our template for making a book recommendation. Now, we're not using actual Twitter, but we're using the rule that Twitter used to have of tweets being 140 characters. That's not a lot of words to be able to describe a good book. Can you do it? On day 2 of our unit, you're going to choose one of your favorite books to recommend to other students. It doesn't have to be a book you're reading now or one that you just read. It could be a book you remember from when you were little. I really hope that you pick something besides Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but you can if you need to. We're going to make a Somebody Wanted But So outline on day 2. This will help us write our tweet about our book. You're going to come up with your own Twitter handle. I'm at Holmes in the LMC. And then you're going to use 140 characters to try to describe your Somebody Wanted But So. You're also going to create hashtags. According to Twitter's website, a hashtag is used to mark keywords or topics in a tweet. So what is that book really about? On day 2 of the project, you will keep working and then you will work together with other classmates to edit and share. You're going to give and receive feedback. Remember to be respectful while you give suggestions and while you take other students' suggestions. Once your tweet has been checked by a few students and you're happy with it, on day 4, you're going to use Mrs. Holmes's YouTube channel to watch a video on how to make a Microsoft Word poster with your book title and your Twitter book review. Remember, when we use Mrs. Holmes's instructional videos, we can use them 2 different ways. We can watch the whole video to get an overview of the project, and then we can start working, or we can watch and work at the same time. Your Microsoft Word document will include the title of the book, the author, a picture of the cover, your first name, and the hashtags that you've come up with to describe your book. The second page of your Word document will include your 140 character tweet. This is going to help you when it's time to record our book talks. You heard that right. If you return the permission slip, you will have a chance to have your book tweet, book talk, uploaded to Mrs. Holmes's website for all the other students to share and enjoy. Now you will be making a recommendation to other students on what books you think they should read. We will work on finishing our Microsoft Word documents and on recording our videos for day 4, day 5, and day 6 of the project. Now, once you have finished your Microsoft Word document and you finished recording your book talk, you have a bonus challenge. It's an emoji challenge. Can you tell about your book using only emojis? Here is an example. Can you figure out what book this is from the emojis? I'll wait a second so you can look at it. Think about it. Did you figure it out yet? It was made into a movie. The author is Kate DiCamillo. The main character is a mouse and a princess. Did you figure it out yet? So a mouse falls desperately in love with a princess, but she keeps it real, and she's like, sorry, mouse, I don't really like you like that, and it breaks his heart and makes him so sad. But he fights for his love, and he moves mountains to have his happy ending. The Tale of Despero? Did anybody get it? Can you tell about your book using just emojis? That's the bonus challenge. Once you've completed all those things, you will have choice time on the computer. Once you're finished with everything, you will have the opportunity to view other students' book talk, book tweets. This can be found on the Library Spotlight on Mrs. Holmes's website. At the end of this project, I hope that you'll be able to have some great book recommendations for things to read. You'll know how to find images and copy and paste them into the Microsoft Word documents. You'll smile and have a good time trying something new. And you'll discover that it's actually really fun to combine books and technology together. Remember, read, research, smile, and discover. Have a great time working on Unit 2.